My name is Noah Bellamy, and I'm the visual designer for the 2015 Troopers Drum and Bugle Corps. This year's show is entitled Wild Horses. We've taken the show this year and we've broken it up into 3 parts. The first one is entitled Open Spaces, where we literally are trying to paint this picture of the West. We've used the Guard this year to portray the character of the wild horses, and you'll see as you watch the show there's a lot of interesting ways that we move them. We keep them in herds like a pack of wild horses would be, and we move them around the field in some different ways, and we've worked really hard to have them really bring to life the energy and wildness that a pack of wild horses would have. The next movement that we have is entitled Wild Horses. We wanted to use a vocalist in the show to portray a pop song. We've been blessed with someone who has a wonderful voice and who can really bring to life those lyrics.
Hi, I'm Madison Smith. I'm a color guard member and the featured vocalist for the Troopers Drum and Bugle Corps. I was just approached. They knew that I was a color guard member who was also a vocal music ed major. I was really excited about the idea of a vocalist because I believe that it's something that is not necessarily traditional, of course, but it's something that could definitely put the troopers in a different atmosphere than other corps.
And this is where we're using some of the fences and some of the props on the field to create these confined areas where we're actually now trying to tame these wild horses.
In the transition, one horse is captured by the cowboys who are the horn line, and she gets in a pin, she gets stuck, and the song that I sing is about how I would like to be with the wild horses, who is the rest of the color guard, who are free and happy while I am stuck in a pin and very sad.
And then when she comes out of that, the whole corps, we see the whole corps run into that, and we see this kind of change in character where it's the cowboys that are trapped now and the horses that are running free. The closer is Adrenaline City, a composition by Adam Gorb that we've used that has a lot of energy. This is where we see a lot of the chasing between the cowboys and the guard, which are the horses, and we see a lot of these chase scenes develop to where we're trying to capture these horses and trying to pen them and try to take some of that wildness out of them, you know, and we see different vignettes develop throughout this struggle, I think is the best word, between these two very different characters throughout the show. And I think that struggle between the human and the wild animal is really the basis of the entire show that we're trying to bring here, you know, and there's a lot of excitement and a lot of drama that's played out through that.
It is still a trooper type show, and at the same time it can be a very contemporary idea, being that a horse is a beautiful, graceful yet powerful creature, so it would be very easy to express multiple personalities through it. The powerful craziness of the closer versus the fluidity and graceful beauty of the ballad.
You know, we want to push these kids to do things that they've never done before, both musically and visually, and we want to push this corps into areas to do things that they've never done before.
The fact that the troopers are not only having a vocalist, but we're having a vocalist who is going to be on the field and who is going to transition from a visual soloist to a musical soloist, I think that that's going to be very innovative.
I'm a firm believer that if you do those things and you set these kids up in those ways for success, then the kids will take care of the rest. You know, we've got a phenomenal staff, I think, here in all captions that give these kids some of the best training that you can get in the country. And when you mix that with a design team that's trying to do some things that haven't been done before, the only possible outcome is success.
It's definitely not your average trooper show. It has so much more depth to it, and I think that that's a great thing. And I hope that the fans will see that even though we are reaching out and trying something new, we are still the core that we are, and we still hold true to what we believe.